But so at the start of cinema, the birth of cinema, everyone's going, "Oh Jesus, he's gone now." The birth of cinema.
It's time for this.
Ocean Drive's films with Eclipse Dine-In Cinemas Bundoran. Now serving pizza, hot dogs, ice cream, and more to your seat. Find out more at eclipsecinemas.com.
And it's time to join our man at the cinema for the first time in of the year. Yeah, 2025. It's hard to believe, isn't it? How are things?
Great. It's great to still be here in 2025. I don't mean just on the radio. The way things are going, we're always pleased. And, it's amazing. It seems like ages. It really wasn't that many days that we missed. But we've just been so overwhelmed with, with Christmas. There were a lot of big, big movies pre-Christmas. Well, really from the start of November, weren't they? Like every week we're talking about blockbuster, and particularly sort of family things. And we're about to move into a very different phase, which is kind of kicking off this week of, people will go, kids there won't be kid stuff till next midterm in February and coming up to Easter and summer. So now we're going into Oscar season. We're going into grown-up season. The film companies know people got like one for all vouchers and stuff like that the cinema take go, okay, we're going to show them some grown-up stuff. We're going to bring the movies for
But the Christmas overall, pretty good in the cinema.
I'm delighted to say it was mental. And as predicted, stuff did very well. The Robbie Williams film, which has got great reviews from everyone who's gone to it, but it seems that the monkey thing seems to have put a few people off, right?
Yeah.
But the reviews of people who went to see it are really good. But other than that, Sonic the Hedgehog, mad for Christmas. Nothing of all the movies that are out at the moment, there is nothing in the least bit Christmassy about it, and absolutely loads of people went. The Lion King did very well, but do you know what? And I kind of knew this would happen. There's an awful lot of people who wouldn't go to the cinema as much as you or I, and they caught up with stuff like Paddington, Conclave, small things like these, Jamie. How many months ago is that we first started talking about that? Still getting big numbers, because people who go, look, I only really go during holidays. I'd like to see a well-acted Irish movie. Bang, that's the one for me. So it's been really good. But, we're now into the new thing, a new season. And we've got, I keep on telling everyone, it's either Happy New Fear or Happy New Tear. We've a weepy or a creepy. We had a decision to make. I could only see one of them in time, even though, little spoiler, these were out yesterday. So loads of our listeners have actually seen these already. But we said we go with the weepy, and it's We Live in Time, starring Andrew Garfield, Florence Pugh. Will you play the clip, Jimmy?
There is something that your daddy and I...
There's something that Mummy and me want to...
We want to talk to you about. It's a bit serious, though.
What's happened to my underwear?
Oh, I literally have no idea.
So sorry, but do we know each other?
Yeah, no, I ran you over. Sorry.
It's all right.
I'm Alma, by the way.
Tobias.
We're going to make sure you have the time of your life.
Hi.
Hi. Probably ought to get going.
Who says? Unless you have shit to do, then...
I have nothing. Whether we...
And it kind of goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
And this looks pretty good, I have to say.
And what they call a meet cute in the cinema industry, where she actually hits him with the car, that's how they meet. But so
English accent.
We were saying, Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh. Florence Pugh is particularly brilliant at anything she turns around to. And it's kind of a throwback to classic cinemas of the 70s and 80s, we were saying off air. Now, you remember Love Story with Ryan O'Neill, and it's very much that, including the illness part to tell people. Now, you remember it was a huge hit with Love Never Means Never Having to Say You're Sorry, Shamey. Now, I'm a single man, if any listeners are interested, but you've been married a long time. Now, when you talk to Ethna, would she agree that love means never having to say you're sorry? I'm pretty sure you had to say sorry a lot of times over the last few years.
Sorry is just part of it.
Yes, and this would be one of those movies, and to a certain element, when she gets sick, there's probably kind of a Hollywood version of being sick, but it is the loves and lives of a young couple who meet in a funny way, and they have their ups and downs with pregnancy and fertility, and then one of them gets ill, and where do they go from here? And the trailer really tells you, like, it's life as a short story with these two people. where all these things happen that happen to all of us over a lifetime, maybe happen to these guys in a shorter time. And it's it's done really well. People have really enjoyed it so far. It is very emotional, right? But I think maybe after what we were saying, it's been all family fare and stuff like that for the kids, and people are ready for something a bit more emotional, a bit more melodramatic in the best sense
Yeah.
of the word, and a bit over the top. And I kind of mentioned the other stuff because it touches us all, and maybe you're ready for it. But also, and sometimes it's cathartic to see other people going through, even if it's fictional, to see what other people are going through. So
Yeah.
if you want to grab your hankies and have an emotional time at the cinema with two really good actors as well,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Two really good actors, and you might go, sure, nothing. There's no aliens in this one or talking dogs. It's real life, maybe through a Hollywood filter, and very enjoyable. And of course, famous as well for when they first showed the trailer, there was a picture of a horse that accidentally got into it. People will know that. Just Google carousel horse and we live in time. You'll be highly amused. But it's done very well. And I didn't see this one. I went to see the other one this morning, but I'm
course you
going to
did.
see it tomorrow morning, and I'm looking forward
Okay.
to it. But I'm making sure I'm sober tonight because I don't want to watch it too far.
Romantic comedy, yeah, it is open, and We Live in Time now open at Eclipse Cinema,
Yes.
and we haven't had one of those in a long time, and it looks nice.
Yeah.
Okay, right, you're on your own. Come on.
Right. Nosferatu. Now you said, "Oh, Collie, not another horror, not another vampire movie," and I would go, "This is the original one. It is, of course, a remake." But so at the start of cinema, the birth of cinema, everyone's going, "Oh, Jesus, he's gone now." The birth of cinema, but at the birth of cinema, the first really scary movie is Nosferatu. Even if you've never seen it, most of us haven't. You've
Well,
seen
you
the
wouldn't. It was
clip.
1922, by the
Yeah,
way.
you've seen the clips of it, the count going up the stairs. And I think,
Yes.
if I remember rightly, they weren't sure how the rights work. So they basically ripped off Dracula, right? But didn't call it Dracula. It's set in Germany, etc. But it's basically the Dracula story. So it's a classic horror. So it is creepy and scary, and there's beasties and rats and everything in it. But it's not like stabby, stabby, slashy, slashy. It's slow and gothic and Victorian. And I don't know if you know this about Christmas. I was thinking this. There was a big tradition of Christmas ghost stories, and this is very
That's
much
right.
in it. And it's all shadows on the wall and billowing curtains. And you said afterwards, "Oh no, I'd be much more into the romantic one." And I suppose the undead traveling across the world to meet his eternal bride. What's more romantic than that?
Oh,
I'm not
no.
exactly saying it's a night out in Paris and Bundoran, but what I'm saying is, it is
the
full
only
of
man that
romance.
can make a movie so good.
And this is that classical stuff. I watched that this morning because you might have seen the video. It was very cold this morning. I said, I'm too
Check his
fragile.
video out, folks.
I'm too fragile for the weepy one. I'll watch the scary one. I really enjoyed it. It's impressively shot, great actors like Willem Dafoe and Aaron Taylor Johnson. They're all good, and it's very, very, everyone's talking in classic Hammer horror way, but it's very stylish. I thought it was really good. Not usually my cup of tea, and I thought it was really good. Won't be for everyone, but it's a classy horror. It's not your normal slasher
thing.
made for $1 million and move on one. It's really good.
Okay, right. You got a buddy comedy drama.
Yeah, this
looks
is
interesting.
one.
A real pain.
Yeah, I asked my boss, was he getting another movie? And he went, "It's a bit arty for me. I'll get this one." I was going, "Well, this is totally arty." But this is, yeah, it's Jesse Eisenberg who made the movie, and Kieran Culkin, probably most people know best from Succession, rather than Macaulay's brother anymore. But playing this bickering, battling group of siblings who decide to kind of find their roots by visiting Poland, and they're going to go and see where their relation and go visit the camps and so on, and kind of discover their own life. And it's quirky and funny. Now, this doesn't come out till next Thursday, so I haven't seen it yet. So it's next Wednesday. So it'll be out by the time we were talking next week. But I just wanted to flag it up again. Totally un-Christmassy, something really different, adult comedy, and so many people, one of their favorite things in Succession was Kieran Culkin. So if you like that sort of character, and he's famous for it, I don't know if you know, one of the other actors in it was famous for being in character all the time, all day. Kieran Culkin apparently doesn't look at the script until 10 minutes beforehand, right? Just goes, "Yeah, I'll just do it." And that sort of schlubby stuff, he's very entertaining, and the trailer looks funny. I think this might be good. I don't think it'll have a huge broad audience, but I think it might be good. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. So that doesn't open till next Wednesday, but it does open next Wednesday.
Okay, that's a buddy comedy drama, and it is the real pain next Thursday. I missed it Monday. You can't but help the Lord of the Rings. You're back.
Yeah, well, So I really enjoyed this. I watched this cartoon. The only thing I didn't enjoy about it, one of my many jobs, is I have to leave the phone message each night in the cinema saying, at 6:15 we live in time, right? And I can't say the title of this movie. It's been 3 weeks, and I've been going, Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rahim.
Roman.
The movie's
Roman.
good. Don't worry about the voiceover on Eclipse phones, right? I just can't quite say it. So I'm both sorry to see it go because it's a good. Now it is a cartoon, but if you like fantasy stuff, I loved that stuff when I was a kid, so it brought me back that, and I loved the Lord of the Rings. So it brought me to all that. If you like that sort of stuff, it's for you. It wouldn't be for everyone. It's for you. So this week, I think I've said that for all the movies, but it's true. Can I also mention quickly, because I know I've gone over time, it's the first Saturday of the month, which means there's a sensory friendly screening. This week it's Paddington, so that means the lights are higher a bit, the sound is lowered, no ads or trailers, and for those people, and it's usually kids and kids with autism who want to see a movie, but the cinema can be a bit overwhelming. It's on nice and early, and you can see that. So that's very good. And also we have an Indian language movie as well called Marco on Saturday as well. So again, this week very much not the selection box of everyone kind of likes them. Very much a charcuterie board where you can pick something different. There'll be so much food, Jamie, this Christmas. There's so much food. Notice I'm only drinking tea now. There's no biscuits because it's January. All the biscuits are gone.
That won't last long.
No, but there is something for everyone in this group, even though maybe there's not that many people other than weirdos like me who'd want to watch all 5 movies.
Okay, that's Collie on Movies. That's our first review of 2025. Good to see you, and a happy new year. And